points. Thoughts after the accomplishment?
Yeah. Well, obviously it was a big goal of mine and my coach's Brian. I mean, it was his record previously, and from the moment we started doing decathlons, that was kind of the main goal that I wanted. I wanted to hit the school record, and I wanted to hit 7,000 points. Didn't hit quite 7,000 points, but we're getting there, and it's one step forward. It was like a 300-point PR for me. A lot of room to improve, which is good. I'm able to put together a decent score right now, coming back off some injuries. Not feeling my best on the day 2 of the decathlon, and there's pretty much all around we can improve quite a bit, but overall I'm really happy with how I performed, and takes a little pressure off me for nationals, and now I can really see where I'm at after the injuries and really improve from here on out.
When you see your other teammates breaking school records, so then how much more does that make you want to up your game? Or, I mean, obviously you're happy for your teammates, but I'm sure you want to be like, yeah, I want to do the same thing.
Oh, totally. I mean, having a team breaking records and hitting national marks is pretty big, and especially when one of them is your girlfriend who's breaking school records in the same event as you are at heptathlon, really pushes you to want to go and do kind of the same thing, break records, get into nationals, and compete at these bigger meets. And it's a lot of fun, and it's a good atmosphere because it's kind of snowball effect, because I'm expecting to see Fred Rosser super motivated now. Me and him are good buddies, so I'm expecting him to be all fired up and ready to go for some big races coming up for him.
Very good friendly competition.
Yeah.
You were injured, to start the season?
First meet of the season at the green and gold meet, yeah.
So kind of talk about the injury you had and how you're able to kind of get better and kind of get back on the track.
Yeah, well, we started back with, first jump of my season for long jump, pulled my hamstring. Took me out for probably about 3 or 4 weeks, but just went to the trainers every day and took care of what I needed to take care of. And the hardest part coming back from that was probably mentally overcoming it and not thinking that I'm going to hurt myself, and really opening up on my stride and running as hard as I could. But once we got one good race in Chico in a 4x1 where Pesh signed me up and we ran it, and ran a pretty good leg, and after then I was pretty comfortable running, and then just kind of every week I've been kind of getting back into my rhythm a little bit more.
Talk about competing at Chico. I think you guys maybe should have an apartment over there. You guys live there's so much, but you got to feel pretty familiar when competing over there.
Yeah, totally. I've been competing there. I grew up around here. I went to high school around here, so I even competed there. I've been competing there since I was a sophomore in high school, so I've competed there multiple times, and it's just a great atmosphere. A lot of fans show up there. It's usually pretty good weather. Everyone's cheering each other on, and they also have a really good group of decathletes that I know pretty well that are always cheering me on and helping me. So it's always a good atmosphere over at Chico.
The HDN track season also in full swing right now, and I'm sure all those athletes, especially if we're tuning in, kind of looking and see what you're doing. What can you? Have you heard? For them and those high school athletes, like kind of like showing like what you can accomplish here at Humboldt, and just the hard work and that kind of stuff can really pay off.
Yeah, totally. Pesh tried to recruit me in high school when I was a senior, but before then, I wasn't I was just a regular athlete, just competing, just like all of them. And it's hard to come out of a small community and really grow much bigger than what the competition is around here. But just working out hard and finding the right coaches and finding the right support system. And also for me, it was finding the right event. Once I got to college, I wasn't excelling particularly in any individual events, but I really excel at the multi-events because I can put together the score and be consistent all around. But finding the right event and finding the right support around you, I think, is really important coming from a community like this.
So a lot of coaches except for Pesh, right?
there's a lot of coaches for me.
That's all I get.
All right, what events do you still feel you can get better at?
To be honest, I think I can get better at all 10 events. I think every single event I'm not even close to my potential in. I think that my score will show once I get to nationals that how good I can really be.
Talk a little bit about the adversity you faced, because you had the no height 2 meets ago, two decathlons ago, and then you have the hurdles. I believe that you were running this past meet and you had to rerun.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about kind of some of the adversity you run up against, and then especially this past meet, how you overcame that kind of adversity. It's not uncommon for something like that to happen.
Yeah.
Usually it's maybe during the race they'll catch it and not after the race is run.
Yeah, totally. But Me and my coach Brian, that's something we train and try to focus our attention around during practice and competitions. Is the decathlon? Anything can really happen. I mean, this isn't the first time I've no-heighted. Just the stakes happen to be a little higher this time. Trying to qualify for nationals. Last time I no-heighted was actually my first decathlon I ever competed in, and it was high jump. But I mean, it's frustrating, but it's something you just deal with and just look forward to the next one. And thankfully, it was my first one of the season, so we were still able to plan out. Okay, well, we can get you in this one, or we can get you in this one. And it's just about just going on to the next event and having a short memory is kind of the name of the game for the multi-events. Something happens, I don't always have the best meet of my life, or else that's when records are broken, and that's when you win a national championship. Is if I put together the perfect meet every single time, I'm going to stop improving pretty quickly.